Hello, hello, hello. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are shooting first episode of That's How It's Done. In this series, we'll be having some industry leaders with us to whom we'll be asking some questions related to their achievements and they'll tell us how they did it. Simple format, isn't it? So, let's head straight into today's video. But before that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel to receive such videos on your YouTube feed. Let's go. We have someone from the FANG with us for the very first episode. To be specific, from Amazon. But this is not a regular interview with SDE role employee. In fact, when I was researching on YouTube, I found that there are hardly any interviews with people with other job role than SDE. For this episode, we have someone working at Amazon as a cloud support engineer. We'll be asking her about her journey to get into that role, what are the job responsibilities, and whatnot. So let's head straight into the conversation. Today, we have someone from the FANG itself for the very first episode of That's How It's Done. Please welcome Saloni Sachdeva. Hey, hi Saloni.
Hi Aditya,
How's
how are
it
you?
going?
Good, good, all good.
Great. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this for the very first episode of That's How It's Done. Very excited for
Thank
it,
you.
and thank you so much for accepting it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So, it's been quite a while since you have joined Amazon. How was the process and how is it going?
It's going good. I always wanted to be a part of FANG. I was preparing for it and eventually it happened. I gave a lot of effort into it. And also it's a wonderful place to be, so it's good.
Okay, quite good to know that.
Yeah.
So, since this is the first episode of That's How It's Done, I'll quickly guide you through the format that we'll be having it on the show. So it would be I'll be asking you five different sort of questions that would be specifically
Hmm.
related to the target job that you are presently working at,
Hmm.
and then you can tell about the same to our viewers who are watching, who are trying to either get into Fang or who are actually they are there and they have these queries. So
Yeah,
that
sure.
would be helpful for them.
Cool.
So without further delay, I guess we should begin. And my very first question to you would be, did you reach out to Amazon or Amazon recruiters reached out to you?
So Amazon recruiters reached out to me through LinkedIn. My profile previously also was related to cloud, and
Okay.
I was into support role. So my profile matched to the CSC role that Amazon is offering. Amazon offered me. So my profile, the words that we use in our title and job description, it helped in screening the profile, and they reached out to me through LinkedIn itself.
Okay, that is quite great to know. Make a point who all are viewing it. LinkedIn is quite important to have.
So LinkedIn and referrals are the top ways to get the job into companies like Amazon.
Okay, that is quite good to know.
Yeah.
So, sorry for the, stopping you in between and doing a self promotion. So, in case you viewers are watching and you are not familiar how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, I have a video for the same. You will find it in the link in the description section or on the cards of. Okay, thank you so much, Saloni, for answering that.
Hmm.
Okay, so one more question that I'm having as of now. I actually, gave this. Amazon career website a visit, and I saw that there are quite a few roles that are associated to cloud support engineer, but they are of different profiles. Like, they have
Right.
something at the, like, they have cloud support engineer, but they also have some speciality or specialization sort of a thing at the last.
Right.
Can you tell something more about what that exactly means for them, or is it related to that job or something like that?
Right. So CSC 1, Cloud Support 1 or 2, they support all the AWS services, but they are divided into domains like Linux and networking, deployment, big data. So a group of services which are interrelated, these form the domain. So for example, I got selected for a deployment profile. Okay, so deployment will have everything related to containers and uh, pipelines, all the services that help you in deployment on AWS.
Okay.
Yeah. So similarly, if I can say Linux profile, so Linux profile will have services like EC2 and related
Oh,
services.
okay.
Yes.
So they have segregated these into the
Yeah.
services. Okay,
Yeah. So each and every profile will have a dozen of services.
got it. So since you were into it for deployment, right? If I'm not wrong.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what were the services related to that, the same? Because deployment happens for, each and every product, be ECS, EKS, EC2, and whatnot. Because deployment has to
Right.
be for
Right.
each
Right.
and every application that is at the base layer. So what was exactly related to it?
So the basic services were ECS, EKS, batch, X-ray, code pipeline, services like these.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for that. Now, to my second question.
Yeah.
So, my second question is, uh, okay, can you drive our viewers through the process for the interview? Like, how did it look like? Like, how many rounds were there, or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, first of all, there is one screening process that you may or may not have, depending upon if they feel that maybe you are a right fit or not. So, some people go through the screening process. Okay. After that, the interview consists of 4 rounds. The first 2 rounds are technical rounds. Okay, so in the technical, the first round would be networking and Linux, and the second round would be DevOps.
Okay,
Yeah. So in Linux, you basically should know the file systems, the commands, and everything, how to troubleshoot a Linux machine, and all the networking concepts. Um, and in the second DevOps interview, you need to know pipelines and deployment, this kind of stuff.
okay,
And then comes the second 2 rounds, those are managerial rounds, and those have nothing to do with technical knowledge. You just have to be strong on the leadership principles. So Amazon focuses very much on the leadership principles. There are, I think, 12 to 16 leadership principles. Some more have been added recently.
okay,
So yes. They ask you scenario based questions on each and every leadership principle. Maybe not each and every, but they'll ask you like if you have faced any scenario in the past related to a leadership principle and how you tackled it. So you
okay.
need to have real life experiences from your corporate life, like how you
Got it.
if a
I
scenario is
understand.
thrown to you and how you manage to tackle that situation. All right. And also for the previous two technical rounds, you need to focus on troubleshooting. Okay, so they'll give you a scenario, and they'll tell you how will you design this, maybe a topology, or how would you network this solution. So that kind of questions they'll ask. So you're focused on troubleshooting, and the managerial rounds focused on leadership principles.
Okay, looks like a grilling one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the
thank.
scope is limited. You don't need to gather knowledge about each and everything, what all you did in the past, but they'll give you a scope to study, and you just focus on that: networking, Linux, DevOps, and leadership principles.
Hey, got it. Thank you so much. Now, moving on to my next third question. So, I think this should be the most concerning question to all the viewers. Like, what is the culture at Amazon while you
Right,
are
right.
at your role?
Okay. The culture is very good. It's a very big company. They take care of their employees, and the main the culture which defines Amazon is its customer obsession. So everything that you do there, every project that you undertake is focused on customer obsession. Be it in this profile, you'll handle cases, so you have to cater to the customer, that he is always happy, and you need
Okay,
to obsess over that.
okay,
That pretty much sums up the culture of Amazon.
okay. Maintaining the SLAs for the customers,
Yes,
and keeping it
definitely.
in the SLA itself. That
Right,
might be the case that we have to deal with that, right?
exactly.
Okay, got it. Moving towards the fourth question, which is perks of being an Amazonian.
Yeah. So, perks of being an Amazonian. First of all, the salary.
Okay,
It is some of the companies that offer you a nice salary and competitive salary. Um, so that is the plus point. And then they offer you sign-on bonus for 2 years,
okay,
uh, a good amount of bonus. Then you get RSUs,
okay,
stocks of Amazon. Yeah.
okay,
And plus one more perk nowadays, that some of the departments offer you permanent work from home. So that was one of the major reason I joined Amazon, because
oh
it gives you
wow,
the flexibility that you can choose between virtual or hybrid structure, or if you want to be at the office. So it's totally on the employee, but this is done by some departments only. So premium support is one of that department which offers you this flexibility.
oh wow. So good to hear that because remote work is now the future.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, quite good to know that. Also, one more question that, a follow-up question for this is that I have heard that, whatever the compensation scales or something like that, they are actually defined for 4 years, not just for 1 year. Is that true?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So they have recently revised that, I think this year, at the start of this year. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. So just for the viewers, this is something that I'll be, explaining it that whatever compensation structure that we have, given the RSUs, the joining bonus, they are split over 4 years, and that is how your total compensation looks like on the paper. For it is for the span of 4 years, basically.
Yes, you don't get the RSUs at one go. It would be credited to you, like in percentages, like 5% you'll get after 1 year, and then 30%, like so on.
Okay, understood. Okay, now moving towards the last question for this hour, it is, any tips for our viewers who are trying to get into this role and who wants to, really gather this knowledge that how we can crack the same job for the same role, because we have seen in the past, or maybe we are actually seeing it in the recent, that people are focusing upon SDE jobs more rather than some of the jobs which are actually associated to SDE, because whenever there is
Mhm.
an application there is also a support role for it. And the AWS is also offering, uh, the the basic global audience is increasing day by day for AWS. As of
Exactly.
now,
So it's the
from
market
right,
leader.
exactly, from 2021, this is the stat from 2021, that 32% of the market share is actually, owned by Amazon. So the more companies are actually deploying their solutions onto the AWS. So they will actually, those organizations will need the support itself, and Amazon will be the best focal who is actually offering AWS. Those support cloud support engineers would be the one who will be providing the same.
Right, right.
So if any of our viewer are actually trying to get into this role, what all they can do, can you please guide them?
Yeah, sure. This is the most important question. And I would say, like, keep a check on the careers website and see what all domains are available, and what are the prerequisites of the profile. And if you can learn those services falling in that domain, like, have a knowledge about that, that would surely help you, because you already have you have a demo environment. You just create a lab, do some work on those services, because that would really help. And I would suggest that you should do the basic certification of the cloud practitioner one. And uh, and there's one more certification, that is Solutions Architect Associate. That certification is very helpful. You should have a little knowledge about migration. That is not a necessity, but it's always good to have, because you're going to get into cloud profile. So you should know the basics of cloud and the AWS services that AWS offers. So that is a must. And groom your profile, make a good resume. And I personally learned from YouTube, so no need to like get a special course, do a special course. You get everything on YouTube nowadays. So Amazon, in when you get a call from Amazon, they give you a structure, like what are the probable questions, or maybe sections that they can ask you questions on. So you can go through some videos on those protocols.
Okay,
And yes, so that is very helpful, because you have a defined scope to study.
okay. I guess
Yes,
then, YouTube is the best teacher at the end of the day. I
exactly. I always believe in that, that when you're getting free resources, why not utilize it?
exactly. Also, just to clarify our viewers about this point, certifications are good to have, but not a necessity, right?
Exactly.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, I got it. Uh, I guess who all are viewing this your video, this episode one of That's How It's Done. I guess it was value adding for our viewers today, and thank you so much for making out some time to do this with us. I guess this is quite a valuable session, and it will be a quite valuable session for the viewers itself. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Anytime. Thank you so much, Aditya. And I hope, yeah, it is helpful for whoever is watching this.
Okay, so last but not the least thing, if any of our viewer is watching and they want to get into the same profile, if they want some guidance or maybe get a referral at Fang, specifically
Mhm.
Amazon, can they reach out to you at your LinkedIn?
Sure, you can provide my username, and I would be happy to help.
Okay. So this for the viewers, I'll be providing the link in the description box. Do make sure to check it out and um, reach her in case you need some guidance, you need some help, or even a referral.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that is all for today. Uh, we
Thank
should sign
you.
off now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.